A very good morning to everyone present here. I'm Avika Gaur, and it's my honor to welcome our esteemed chief guest, the school president, Mr. Yasser Nainar, and our guest of honor, school director, Mr. Gopi Vardhan. Special guest, Mr. Mustafa, our distinguished principal, Ms. Meenal Bakshi, vice principal, Ms. Madhu Uppal, headmaster of middle school, Mr. Kapil Christopher, headmistress of kindergarten and primary, Miss Evelyn Blossom, coordinators, teachers, and all the futuristic techies. We are thrilled to welcome you all to the Tech Spark Conclave, a celebration of innovation, creativity, and the power of technology. Technology is not just about gadgets and codes. It's about ideas that shape the future. Whether it's artificial intelligence, robotics, gaming, or sustainable tech solutions, this fest brings together the minds and talents that dare to think differently. Monarch has a platform to all tech enthusiasts to explore, experiment, and express their passion. It gives me immense pleasure to take this opportunity to share with you the essence of who we are as an institution. Our school motto is education with a difference. Our vision is DPS Monarch International School will deliver learning excellence that is child-centric, value-based, and technology-driven. Our mission is DPS Monarch International School will ensure that students add value to their community and make the world a better place to live in. Our objectives are provide holistic learning excellence, empower students to harness technology for fostering independent thinking, encourage leadership, inspire students to unlock their fullest potential, create responsible global citizens. Our values are honesty, be yourself, integrity, do right, loyalty, be trustworthy, peace, create harmony. The Monarchians' profile include inquirers. We nurture our inquisitiveness for inquiry and research to know better. Communicators. We express ourselves confidently and creatively in more than one language and in many ways. Informed. We develop and use conceptual understanding, exploring knowledge across a range of disciplines. Progressive. We critically appreciate our own cultures and personal histories, as well as the values and traditions of others. Compassionate. We have a commitment to service, and we act to make a positive difference in the lives of others and in the world around us. Reflective. We sympathetically consider the world and our own ideas and experience. Before we continue with today's program, let's take a moment to come together with pride and unity. This is a tradition that reminds us of who we are, where we come from, and the values we stand for. It's a symbol of our shared spirit and commitment to excellence. Let's sing with heart and pride. Together, we are DPS Monarch, and this is our school song.
We're
Wow, that was truly an amazing rendition by the Monarch Choir. It is a great honor and pleasure to welcome our esteemed chief guest who has joined us to celebrate this Tech Conclave. We're truly privileged to have our school president, Mr. Yasser Nainar, as our chief guest today. We sincerely thank you, sir, for taking time out of your schedule to join us. I request our principal, Ms. Meenal Bakshi, to kindly felicitate him with a token of appreciation. We are equally honored to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Gopi Vardhan, the director of our school. Your gracious presence today, along with your unwavering support and visionary guidance, continues to inspire and shape the path of our institution. Now, I request our respected principal to kindly felicitate him with a token of our heartfelt appreciation. We are also delighted to welcome Mr. Mustafa Badawi, who currently leads the Cisco Networking Academy in Qatar, a seasoned NetAcad veteran and accomplished instructor trainer. May I now request our respected principal to kindly felicitate him with a token of our sincere appreciation. Thank you, dignitaries. Thank you, dignitaries. You may now please be seated. Now, let us take a moment to relive the vibrant spirit of day one of Monarch Tech Fest through the special video presentation. The day unfolded with boundless energy, enthusiasm, and healthy competition. Our students participated wholeheartedly, showcasing not only their technical acumen, but also their creativity, collaboration, and problem-solving skills. This video captures the excitement, the competitive spirit, and the essence of learning that defined the day. It reflects how our young innovators embraced every opportunity. Let's now watch the highlights of an inspiring and action-packed day one. Wow, that was truly such a productive day. It is now our distinct honor to invite our esteemed principal, Ms. Meenal Bakshi, whose visionary leadership has been a driving force in nurturing a culture of innovation and technological excellence within our institution. Ma'am, may I kindly invite you to address the gathering and share your invaluable insights on the pivotal role of technology in shaping the future.
Thank you, Avika, for hosting the second day of Monarch Tech Fest, which is a conclave. So first of all, on behalf of entire DPS Monarch International team, I would like to welcome today's chief guest, our school president, Mr. Yasir Nayanar. Along with him, our school director, Mr. Gopi Vardhan. And we have a special guest from Cisco, Mr. Mustafa Badawi. And today is the second day he is with us. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us this afternoon. Children, as you know, this is the second and the last day of our Monarch Tech Fest, which we named it Digital Zenith. And it's our own Digital Zenith where we provide a platform to all the young creative minds, innovators, those who would like to do a lot of things in their life, right? So this is the right age for you to explore with a lot of creativity and innovations, and you all must get a platform where you can present your ideas. So this is your day when you are getting a chance or an opportunity to present your ideas, which are not only sustainable for the future, but it gives you a kind of motivation to continue with what you are doing right now, because I've got a very, very overwhelmed response and the feedback from the computer science department that children are really very enthusiastic to present their ideas. So all the best to each and everyone who is the part of the presenting team. And apart from that, I hope you had a wonderful time and a knowledge-filled workshop which we had this morning. And I heard there were a lot of things were done. It was not only a workshop, it was a hands-on learning session for everyone. So I'm happy to know and to see a big participation in these 2 days. Once again, thank you so much for your participation and all the best to all the young innovators. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thoughtful words and unwavering support. Your leadership continues to shape the values and aspirations of our entire school community. It is with immense pride and deep respect that we extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Yasir Nayanar, the president of our school. A true embodiment of the institution's core values, he continues to inspire us through his visionary leadership, unwavering commitment, and purposeful action. We're deeply honored by your gracious presence today and eagerly looking forward to your words of insight and encouragement. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Avika. It's very difficult to speak after such a wonderful introduction. Dear technocrats of the future, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm here on the stage. Okay. Thank you for participating, and thank you for your enthusiasm and your interest in this very important subject of technology. And I believe that you have all competed extremely well. And there's a tough competition to know who is the final winner, and you have made your case in a Shark Tank format, and really looking forward for the final presentations. Dear students, do you know in the beginning of the 19th century, the previous century, what was it that changed the world? What was it? Have you studied it in history? Yes, what was it? Somebody's raising their hand. AI, in the beginning of 19th century. It's a little early for AI. Yes. No, 19th century I'm talking about. Now we are in the, I'm talking about 20th century. Now we are in the 21st century. 20th century beginning. What was it that changed or revolutionized the world? Yeah. Technology? No. It was the Industrial Revolution, right? The Industrial Revolution that came about with the discovery of electricity, with the discovery of or the invention of the motor cars, the invention of the railways, and then slowly we went into world wars where we discovered how to fly, and we invented the aeroplanes. And so the entire industrial revolution started off in the early 1900s, which is the 20th century, and it moved on, and it became, it actually transformed the way we look at things in this world. In the beginning of this century, 21st century, right from the year 2000, it is technology. Technology is revolutionizing how we think, how we behave, and how we interact with each other. Today, so much of technology, when I was in school, that is from 1973 to 1984, when I finished school, I was not using technology as much as you all are today. So you can already see the revolution that is happening. And when you move forward, you might not even be studying subjects like mathematics, science, and all that. You might be only studying technology as you go along. So, dear students, what is constant in this world is change. And if you adopt change in the right manner, with the right spirit, I am sure you are going to be the one who is going to be listened to, going to be given, a good interest in what you do. So if you want to be meaningful, if you want to add value to the society, be on top of it and move with the times, but don't forget your values, don't forget the things that make us good human beings. If you can maintain those values and continue with the revolutions that are contemporary in your days, then I'm sure you're going to achieve a lot. So all the best. I want to see you not just winning today, but in the future as technocrats. Maybe you are the future Bill Gates or Nadella or all those big entrepreneurs who will be there somewhere, and Meenal ma'am will be watching you, including me, of course. We'll all be watching you, being probably revealing some big technology advancement in this world and making those big presentations. So all the best, my best wishes to you, not only for today, but for the future. And do come back every year for this Tech Fest, and do bring in your best ideas. If you want to win next year, start thinking today, so that one whole year you can develop your ideas and come back to us next year. Thank you, dear children, and all the best for your presentations.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful and motivating address. Up next, we're delighted to present a vibrant dance performance that promises to captivate and energize us all. Dance, often called the hidden language of the soul, is a powerful celebration of rhythm, grace, and self-expression. To infuse this occasion with elegance and energy, we now invite our talented performers to the stage. Let's give them a warm welcome with a huge round of applause.
Maybe it's the way you say my name. Maybe it's the way you play your game. But it's so good. I've never known anybody like you. But it's so good. I've never dreamed of nobody like you. And I've heard of a love that comes once in a lifetime. And I'm pretty sure that you are that love of mine. 'Cause I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you would be mine. I see forever in your eyes. I feel okay when I see you smile. Smile. Wishing on dandelions all of the time. Praying to God that one day you'll be mine. Wishing on dandelions all of the time. All of the time. Dandelion into the wind you go. Won't you let my darling know? Dandelion into the wind you go. Won't you let my darling know that I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you would be mine. I see forever in your eyes. I feel okay when I see you smile. Smile. Wishing on dandelions all of the time. Praying to God that one day you'll be mine. Wishing on dandelions all of the time. All of the time. I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone that you'll be mine.
What a truly mesmerizing and spirited performance that was. We're deeply honored to have with us today a true source of inspiration, Mr. Gopi Vardhan, our esteemed school director. His exceptional contributions to the growth and development of our institution have not only set a benchmark of excellence, but have also inspired countless individuals, including our students. It is with great pleasure and anticipation that I invite Mr. Gopi Vardhan on the stage to share his invaluable insights with us. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, our chief guest, Mr. Yasser Nainar, our special guest, Mr. Vadavi, and thank you for all your supports for all our students. And ma'am, principal ma'am, with your guidance and all the principals. Monarch is a technical background, they're very strong in that, with ma'am's guidance. Congratulations all the students who is participating. Participating itself, you start for your life. I'm telling you in the sense like when we started the Monarch robotics, it's a very difficult to get, like when we started like some 100 student everything, then it's gone up to 500 now. So the success of those things is like one of the parent, I think grade 4, came and then said like after the class, one of my son came and then he said like the washing machine is not working, and then mom said, my washing machine is not working, we have to call somebody. She said no, just I will repair it. So I must be some loose connection. I learned from the robotics lab, I've seen that. It was the success. I'm telling you, what you are doing, the projects, if you use in your real life, and your parents are happy, and your neighbor to have. So what we have seen that it's not only the science students or math students who is interested, and other students are interested because of their arithmetic knowledge, like science, because now the world is like A, everything is A, we can say anything. But I have seen there's some projects like what they listed. It's really is good about the agriculture, and there is one project is about student coach platform. I think with that, I think we can remove our coaching or extra. We can save money, ma'am. I think we have to get those kids to be piloting. And always I tell ma'am, whatever we are doing for our robotics or space, the new technology, the first people who comes to us is like students. Whenever we are telling, sir, we are going for competition in Singapore and we are going to give a new module to contest. They will come back, they said, so sir, not this module, we'll go with the other module. So when we are going for one steps, students, you are always, motivating us. So we have some students, very bright students, who was one in Singapore, US, and then everywhere. And I'm telling all the students, I think that passionate and innovations, with innovation, and you have a very bright future. Don't think about whatever, if once you participated, you don't win. Participating itself, it's a winning. And you are, as our president said, you guys are so lucky to have a guidance like this, and it's in the internet platforms. And so our friend Mr. Mustafavi, so the company like that, corporates, is giving all the supports for the community, and that's a way. I think I'm eagerly waiting. Last year it was so wonderful to see lot of projects. It's so innovative. To be one of the things, we are also learning a lot of things. What is the next to contribute to you? Like we were discussing about the space. What is the space? Space in the robotics. This is the way, about the AI coding, all these things. Really, you people are teaching us what for the next level. Anyway, I will not take much time. Congratulations once again. Best of luck, the students. Rock it.
We're truly grateful to you, sir. Your insightful and uplifting address have not only ignited our spirits, but also reaffirmed our shared commitment to excellence. We are also delighted to welcome Mr. Mustafa Badawi, who currently leads the Cisco Networking Academy in Qatar. Sir has played a pivotal role in supporting numerous successful academies and initiatives across this region. And now, with great pleasure, I invite Mr. Mustafa to grace the stage and share a few words with us. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon. This is my second year attending the Tech Fest, and it's getting better and better each year. Thank you, ma'am, school administration and directors. I was here yesterday and I got to see some of the projects. I must say that the students are doing a very good job. We can see that AI is part of every project. So AI is a fantastic tool. Just learn how to use it in a proper manner. I wouldn't say much more. I'm eagerly waiting to see the presentations for today, and I wish you the best of luck for many Tech Fests to come. Thank you again, and best of luck.
Thank you, sir, for those encouraging words. Now, get ready for one of the most exciting segments of our Tech Fest, the Innovation Showcase and Startup Pitch. This is where imagination meets enterprise. Today, our young innovators will step into the shoes of entrepreneurs, pitching ideas that could one day shape industries, solve real-world problems. So sit back as we witness brilliant minds turn bold ideas into compelling pitches. Just like in the real world of business and innovation, esteemed participants, we shall now proceed with the crucial step of establishing the presentation sequence for our distinguished pitching event. We have a bowl here containing chits, each representing a team. I kindly request one member from each group to come forward and draw a chit. The number on the chit you select will determine the order in which your group will present on stage. So keep an eye on your number when we announce the order. Good luck to all the groups. I'll repeat the order once again for the participants. The first team is from DPS Monarch International School, Hardik, Ritvik and Syed Irtiza. The second team is from DPS Monarch. The second team consists of Pehel Bhatti. The third team is Shaurya, Senthil and Gibran. The fourth team is Alton and Amy. The fifth team is Siddiq, Nilansh, Naveen and Jayesh. The sixth team is Mishal. Seventh, Swasti, Emma, Trishant. Eighth team, Rehan, Vamshidharan and Lavya. Ninth team is Batul and Zahabia. 10th team is Parnika and Nandana. So moving on with the first team, which consists of Hardik, Ritvik and Syed Irtiza. They have an impressive experience as an international debater and seasoned MUN diplomats. They bring both innovation and strategic thinking to the table. Today, they're presenting No Doubt AI, an AI-powered study coach platform designed to help students learn smarter by using effective techniques and personalized strategies. The stage is all yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first live showcase event of Silvercliff, where we present to you our second redefinition. So to get started off, this is our first event, Lumina Nova, the first light. We are a startup company. Since 2023, we have been in this ecosystem, covering out various ways of finding softwares that can help humanity. But before I start, can I ask the audience to quickly raise their hand? Can everyone raise it higher? Can you please put your hands down? Now the fact that when I said second time to raise your hand higher again and you were able to do that, that means that we did not give our 100% in the first time. And this is what Silverclick aims to change. To make sure that humanity can perform at its 100% efficiency and consistency. We create technology that creates new ways for human life to center around. Let's go ahead with our scenario. Can we have our volunteers? So here we have Ritvik, our CMO. Ritvik, what do you use to study?
I use mainly ChatGPT.
What grades did you get?
I got like 80%.
80%. Panel, what we see around the entire globe is that students take various classes. They have various regimes of studying. They use ChatGPT like Ritvik, and some of them take classes from various institutions. However, there is a huge drawback over there. What we see is that the results are not up to the mark. Not everybody is able to come to the topper mark or even close to it. So we at NoDoubt.ai were thinking of exactly what is the problem, which led to us to identify our problem. But then there is one certain thing that also I thought of. Why do we remember certain details and why do we not? Why do I remember that he sat in Salman Khan's lap, but I do not remember the chemistry reaction that's going to come in the exam tomorrow? So why not we figure out what our problem statement is? So when we think about all of this, we figured out that the huge issue is simply that there is no platform providing experiential and sensual learning, making sure students adhere to learning techniques and providing them with full practice about their concepts. So our deduction was, there are two things important in terms of the education industry. First, how students study, and second, where do they study from? Now, unfortunately, most of the platforms that you see only cover the second aspect, which is what kind of quality or what kind of content they get, making it personalized, making it the best way of courses. And here at our company, we have made the first world's AI study coach program, which deals with both of these problems at one, head to head, making sure that every student can reach that topper mark that they were designed to. Moving on, let's talk about exactly what NoDoubt.ai can do. So let's introduce you to our latest redefinition that released on December 2025. Ritvik will now introduce the IPO cycle.
So for our company, IPO cycle basically stands as input, processing and output. So you would understand it's basically same as a computer, where input stands for how the person or the student takes in the information, processing, how he understands it and how does he process it, and the output is the result and the practice he does.
For all the students out there, I encourage you to try it and let us know the results. We will show you exactly what this can do in a while. The QR code is right on the screen and also on our badges. You can scan it out when we're down, or you can scan it right here and see the magic for yourself. This is our results panel. We have across 200 users for our first month when we opened the AI just for students for completely free. Further, we received a 4.95 star out of rating from all our testimonial and sample users, including various college students and also professors. And with an 86% improvement in understanding of concepts reported by our students, along with 78% boost in all their memory retaining capacities. Further, we have also had the privileges of being presented at Medium.com, National Society of High School Scholars, and the World AI Summit held at Qatar during November 2024. We also acquired partners and support with Insider's Edge, which is a famous company dealing with AI solutions, along with SFI, which is a youth organization, NTV, and White. So now, what comes to our pricing model? What is the future of our AI? Noda.ai will come out with more advanced and efficient learning techniques, along with AI-powered study planner, 100 plus questions per topic, and so much more with sample paper generator, classroom integration at just $10 per month. This is our grid for showing exactly what we aim to do. We aim to eliminate passive learning of concepts, raise experiential and essential learning, reduce the dependency on extra classes, and create a similar platform for learning and assessment. Why not see a demo of what this AI can do? So this is our website. This is also something that we call the 3 tiers of non-customers. Panel NoDoubt.ai has presented at various competitions where we have received a lot more feedback and mentorship from so many other angles. From here, we identify our target customers, where the tier 1 is students who are dissatisfied with current learning platforms. Secondly, identifying students who prefer live classes with teachers and other batchmates. And third, students unaware or unable to access educational platforms. This is one of our graphs. So this is where we compare our competition and us. Our competition primarily includes coaching centers like Byju's, PW, etc., along with ChatGPT, Gizmo AI, StudyTalk AI, etc., and various other AI platforms today in the market. We are proud to know that this is our result, where the simple solid line is representing Noda.ai and the dashed line present our competitors. We can show now the AI exactly in demo and in action, given time permits. Also panel, what was the reason why we chose Noda.ai? The whole philosophy was simple. If students were able to simply make studying something a more seamless part of their life, wouldn't it be much easier for all of us to maybe select our universities or participate more in extracurriculars and identify who we really are? If we could do that, wouldn't we have a workforce or an entire college base of students ready to tackle on the biggest challenges in the universe? Today, we have so many people struggling around to find how they can study better, to get better grades. And what has this led to? Discouragement. So many people have just left it that studying is not their thing. The stereotypes in today's world say that it's fine, studying is not your thing, find sports, find arts or something like that. Are we really going to allow and sit like this and simply let this happen in our world, and for how long? Which is why when we came up with Noda, we knew that there was something definitely wrong, and we decided that we will be fixing this. Let's show up exactly how our AI works. Ritik will now cover exactly what the learning style quiz does.
Hello. Yeah. So learning style quiz helps us to identify the study methods and the study techniques which will be suitable for us. As we know, we all are not the same. So this is what this quiz is for, to understand what will be the best study technique according to you. You can just fill this quiz in around 5 to 10 minutes and understand the AI will suggest you some study techniques which will be helping you throughout your journey. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'll continue.
Now coming to the configure Noda.ai part. This is the part where all of the difference is made. Can we just click on it? Now here, as you can see, we have theoretical models and we have numerical models too. So we've introduced the Feynman technique, corner notes, and trial senses. Let's try out exactly what the corner notes model can do. Basically, panel, what these techniques are is as simple as this. You have sports people. Some players shoot from the left hand, some from the right. You have different people who analyze art in a different way, a different language, a different perspective. The only problem is the textbooks and any one-on-one teacher cannot completely inclusify that or help you practice in that exact way. So what we did over here at our AI was identify the best learning techniques. Feynman technique is a technique that comes from university professors who suggested that the best way to study for auditory and visually learners is that they can simply go ahead and read a book and then ask a person to simply hear them out and rectify their understanding. The only problem is you can't always have a human over here, so we put AI into the equation. Cornell notes, another method by Cornell University. The professors suggest that students, instead of simply blindly taking lecture notes during your classes, why not you simply divide your page into 3 simple boxes: key points, summaries, and the exact thing that you were able to redefine, along with the questions that you get for that specific topic. Then our third model, trio-senses model, which is a speed reading technique. This is especially for those students who need quick revision. What you simply do is you go onto the model and you simply have audio tracks over there. You trace out with your fingers, and the AI helps you highlight and help you maintain more focus during what you're learning. This improves memory retention by approximately 78%. Further, we have a standard model which offers 70 plus questions per topic. Why is this important, you may ask? Is because pick up any book, you will only find a maximum of maybe 100 questions per chapter. Now that's not enough for me who is still stuck how to find Ohm's law. So for me, I need specifically questions for that topic, and that is what our AI brings you. From previous year board questions to MCQs to competency-based questions to whatever you may ask, the AI has all of it structured in one place. So this is how our AI would work primarily. This is not a prototype, it is already in the market and it works. Due to time constraints, we cannot completely show you. However, this is exactly where we have given you the QR codes. You can check it out for yourselves. Thank you everyone for having us today. It was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that amazing presentation. Also, all the participants, kindly note there's a time limit of 5 minutes. Anyone exceeding beyond that might get disqualified, so please adhere to the time. Next, we have the team, which consists of Pehel Bhatti, a 12th grader with a strong passion for computer science and a drive to make a real-world impact through technology. He's the founder of Listening Eyes, a non-profit startup focused on making education more accessible, affordable, and inclusive for the blind community worldwide. Can we please invite him with a huge round of applause?
So hello everyone, my name is Pahal and I'm the founder and CEO of Listening Eyes. A quick introduction firstly about us. We are mainly a social enterprise with a mission. We care about the impact and not about profits on a daily basis. We mainly focus on the edutech sector. And before, let me just talk about what I'm going to cover in this speech. First of all, the problem statement of our startup. Secondly, what are we going to do or how we did it. And thirdly, the impact that we are creating and that we have created in the past. So first of all, let me explain you the status quo and what is happening in the market right now. What we're focusing on is mainly how NGOs work in India. NGOs work in such a way that they have blind students under them, and those NGOs provide them shelter, food, education resources to those blind students. Now, focusing on one of these aspects, education, the problem is that there are a lot of other competitors in the market which have a lot of high price. They're paying like $500 for just 2 books or something, which is notoriously expensive for these NGOs which work on like donations mainly. And secondly, they have a very bad user interface, especially for blind students which need a greater, best user interface. So that is something that we're focusing on. And the 4 main existing challenges is about there is no central collection of where these books can be found, no personalized servicing for them. Secondly, a lot higher cost than what we can provide them. Thirdly, these NGOs have to bear these existing challenges, and that is why we came up with a solution last year known as Listening Eyes. It is an application. We also have a website to promote our app as well. It has been running since the past 1 year, and it has 3 main things: free access for all, then secondly, a great user interface, and thirdly, we partner with NGOs to cater to those specific needs of the students that are present in those NGOs that are under them. The basic features, I think one of the questions which you might still be asking is that how can a blind person use a phone, right? So let me walk you through it. Last year, when I was in India, when I was doing R&D for the same research project or same project that I wanted to build, what I came to find out is that these blind people in their phones have a feature known as talkback, by which basically there's an AI in the phone that tells whatever is on the screen present at that moment. So they get to know that what is happening, and that is how they actually interact with their phone, and they're really good at it. And that is our main motivation, that we can make it accessible for them because they already know how to use it. So these are certain screenshots of our application that we made, and that's about me. This is about our core team. I am the founder, there's another co-founder. They are not present here right now because they are mainly located in India. We also have 2 head of developers, and we have a team of 12 developers in India currently. And I think the most important part that makes us unique as coming into this field is that we have a consultant who is blind in himself, which can literally tell us about what these people face on an everyday challenging, what these people face on an everyday basis, as well as gives us insights as to how we can make our product better to suit their needs. These are our biggest collaborations till now. So let me just explain you really quick. What we do in India right now is mainly B2B. We partner up with NGOs because we're not going B2C right now. We might do that in the future, but we're going B2B right now. We partner with NGOs and mainly focus on how we can essentially merge with them, merge with the students over there and collaborate with them. These are our biggest collaborations. The statistics right now just says that we have 5,000 plus daily active users in just the state of Gujarat and 7,000 plus downloads worldwide. And these are certain, I know you might be asking, okay, if you're a non-profit, then how is it that you're going to be sustainable in the long run? We plan to bring investors in the run because of just one main reason that would attract them. We focus on a community of blind students, which is such a not focused industry in the market. So nobody has data relating to that. And all of you know, by the age of AI, we know that data is such a currency in the modern world. So if we give that to investors, investors will come to us, and that is what will make us sustainable in the long run. Talking about our impact, these are certain screenshots and certain photos of our launch event. Just one thing I would leave you with here today is the biggest impact that I feel I've made till now was 2 days after our launch event, there was a person who was attending the launch event, and I did not actually tell my WhatsApp number or Insta or any point of contact, right? I gave my co-founders, but she still went on Instagram. She found my name, she found my Instagram account, and she texted me that your app is really helping me a lot. I can improve my grades a lot. So that is the impact we're creating, and that's the thing we are really proud about. These are the website and the app QR codes, and thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Pehel. I would also like to ask our panel of judges if they have any questions for the presenter.
Hi, Pahal. Pahal, it's really nice project. If you show some, real working model, could have been better in the sense like we have, because the blinds. If you see, have you done anything over here?
I have actually pitched to this Idea Camp program that they have in Ministry of Education and Communications. We had a demo there. I couldn't show a demo right now because it's on my laptop and I don't have the application here. I can show you the website if you want to.
It's okay, fine. Just we want to know how it's going to helpful for the blinds.
Okay, so basically what it does is that it has a lot of resources like PDF that we download from NCRT websites and all of that. What it does is that what it differentiates from other competitors, it has various accessibility features like variation of speed, variation of tone, and all of that. You can save, you can bookmark at a specific place, which is not available in the other competitors, surprisingly. So that is what makes us differentiating from the
What
others.
is the cost of it?
Cost
You
for
said it's
making
very
or
marginal. Yeah, you said like compared to other competitors, it's a very less cost.
it is free for all. There is free
Free for
access.
all.
It's a non-profit, so we work for free.
Okay, it's what you call the software based.
Yes, it's an application.
Applications.
Yes. We
Okay.
develop it in Flutter.
It's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pehel, for that wonderful presentation. Up next, we have the team consisting of Shaurya Viraj Singh, Senthil, and Gibran. They present a car which seemingly creates a loop of energy by storing energy while at the same time spending it, solving modern issues of electric cars with unknown solutions. Can we please have a huge round of applause for them?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shaurya Viraj Singh.
Gibran.
I Senthil. So today we are not presenting a startup or an idea, but we are here to present something new. the future of sustainable cars. A solar-powered car which seemingly runs on an infinite loop of energy. This may seem sci-fi at first, but we just might have made it possible. So, the question is, what are the advantages of investing in this blueprint? Well, it establishes you as a pioneer for green automotive technology. It addresses the growing global demand for a sustainable energy product. It solves that range anxiety which you usually have with electric cars, because as you know, after a certain period of time you would have to plug in your car, and the range is usually very limited in these electric cars, which is why people don't really adopt them. Now, and it creates a completely zero emission vehicle, and it also makes you eligible for subsidies, because certain governments do give you subsidies for investing in these cars. Now then, the question is, I have talked about this, but what is the name of this project? It is not the autonomous solar car. What our project brings is a clean, hybrid, automotive, which is made for maximum alternative kinetics, which is why we name this project as Chamak. So, the question is this project just really a solar car attached, a solar panel attached to a car, and we simply just harness the power of the sun and just make it like any other car, just add a few Arduinos to it, and that's it? No. There is more. And that is what we are here to present today. Now I would like to call upon Gibran and Senthil to actually explain what this absolute masterpiece is about.
So once again, good afternoon everyone. We have taken a Porsche 911 here, stripped out the internal combustion engine and attached two electric motors on both sides on the rear wheels. What this has been powered by is a solar panel which is charged through the sunlight, which powers the engines and other electric components of the car. The solar panel has been assembled through Arduinos and other wiring, which will be explained further by Senthil.
So in this project, it can be split into two units. Solar unit, which is the Arduino. We have the Arduino, which is the brain of the full setup. We have the solar panels, some LDRs, also known as like light dependent sensors, which move when sunlight hits on them. And then we have some 10K resistors, and that's all. And the car unit, Gibran will explain about it.
So what this solar panel does is provides power to the rear motors, which are electrically powered. There is no internal combustion engine left in this car anymore, and it is a 100% electric vehicle. As we can see in the video now, you can see that the engine is spinning, which is being powered by the electric motor, which is powered through the solar panel. This creates an infinite source of energy because through the solar panel into the engine to the car's wheels. The car also can use brake regenerational power, which has already been introduced in many other electric cars such as Tesla, BYD, and much more. The main purpose of this is to create an infinite loop of energy. But what happens if we want to go on a long drive in the night and we are struggling or short of battery capacity? Well, that is one of the reasons most people avoid buying electric cars. What about the charging? If it's solar powered, how are we exactly supposed to be charging it? Because charging cables, when we charge it using that, it takes up to 12 to 13 hours just to put it on a full charge, just to get a range of about 250 miles, which cannot even cross the border to UAE from here. So for that, we have a project called Reflect Orbital, which basically sends satellites into the space with mirrors placed on top of them, which reflect light of the sunlight onto the Earth's surface wherever desired. So as you can see, the sun is a huge fusion reactor that provides energy to all forms of ecosystems. photosynthesis, all other life processes are independently dependent on this.
Investing in this idea is not just a future for sustainability, but a future for the stock market itself. You could expect a significant rise in the stock market because of this innovative idea, because we have created a seemingly infinite loop of energy where a solar panel powers an extra battery which can be used during emergency purposes as well as powering these motors. So in conclusion, invest in Project Chammak if you wish for a greener, sustainable tomorrow.
I still have one important thing to show you about Project Reflective Orbit. Just one.
I would like to request the panel of judges if there's any questions that they would like to ask.
So here we can see sunlight after dark, which means we will be experiencing sunlight during the night time. So can you scroll down? Sorry.
Hello,
Know that the
Shaurya,
sun is
I
an
have a
inexhaustible, unending resource of energy.
I have a question for you. This will work perfectly in Qatar. There's a lot of sunlight. What happens in a place like India where there's, maybe 40 or 50% of the time there is cloudy weather, rain?
So, the thing is, this project is made to target countries like the Middle East. The thing is, in countries such as India, the solar power isn't exactly something we can actually do because India, it depends on the climate, like the place as well. India focuses more on hydroelectricity. Qatar focuses more on solar power. So here's the thing: we can't exactly expect this to be implemented into every single country. In countries like the Middle East, this can be very profitable, and then.
One major thing is that solar panel is not the only source of energy in this type of electric car. Brake regeneration is also a very important factor. There are many people who own electric cars even inside of this auditorium, and they must know the concept of brake regeneration, which basically converts the heat energy produced while you brake against the brake disc and converts it into electric energy and transfers it back into the battery. And always there will be a source of backup battery inside of any electric car. Even if it shows a range of 250 miles, there will always be approximately 25 to 30 miles more range for that as of a backup battery.
Thank you, team, for that wonderful presentation. Moving on to the next team, which consists of Alton and Amy. They plan on the future of sustainable agriculture, an agri-tech startup where AI meets agriculture focused on vertical farming solutions. Please welcome them on stage with a huge round of applause.
Good morning to everyone. So today I, Milan Srivastav, will be presenting on the topic prevention of floods for better crop production. So now, my team is Naveen Sriraj, Muhammad Siddiq and Jayesh Upadhyay. Now I would like to start with discussing what floods do to agriculture. Floods are natural disasters. They are caused due to heavy rainfall, melting of icebergs, and also because of the rivers which are located near regions. Okay. And these affect 23% of the world population directly according to the 2022 analysis, and almost 1.5% of the land in 18 years, which may not seem much, but then it's actually harmful to us as it can grow when we do not take care of it. Now, the infrastructure and environment are of course damaged. The infrastructure like roads and bridges are damaged, and then the environment is damaged with this due to like soil erosion, pollution of water, and also destruction of habitats. One such example would be the 2018 Kerala flood, which led to the same causes. Well, our project AgroBot is here to solve the problem. Our project's key features are upliftment of the field from floods, prediction of floods, and detection of humidity and temperature for better health of the crops. It uses a total of 6 components which are displayed over there. So now let's start with the first feature, which is upliftment of the field for protection from crops. Upliftment of the field involves raising the land level using a soil or embankments to prevent water from flooding crop areas. As you can see, here is the model for our first feature. And now, what are the advantages? It works well for individual farms or homes. And also, once done right, it does not cost that much to maintain. It boosts resilience and you do not have to wait for the government to fix regional issues. Now, the key components and how it works will be explained by Naveen.
Morning. My name is Naveen Sriraj and today I'll be explaining the key components and how this model works. So we'll be having some motors, Bluetooth module which is optional, and then a motor driver. So this is a small prototype. So the motor is connected to the battery and this motor rotates to lift the land slowly. This would be really helpful in for real life applications, like for example when a flood comes, many crops are damaged and the farmers are suiciding so much. The amount of suiciding caused by farmers are increasing year by year. So we'll be showing a small demonstration of the same now. Thank you.
Okay, so that was the first feature of Agrobot. Now, the second feature is prediction of floods. Which is really hard, but once you get it, you can do it. It involves using weather data, satellite imagery, and sensors to forecast when and where floods might occur. The advantages of this is early warning allows farmers to protect crops, livestock, and equipment in time. It reduces crop loss by enabling timely drainage of field protection measures. And now, the key components are the water level sensor, and then the buzzer and the LCD 16x2 I2C module, which will be explained by Naveen.
Good morning. So, the Arduino we have here is a microcontroller, and it acts as a CPU of the whole project, and it sends the data to the DSC11, and it's a water level sensor. So I'll be showing a small demonstration. When we have water in here, it will be showing 1.2 meters high, the water level in the seas or oceans. It can be seen here. We can also add a buzzer, like when the ocean level is increasing, we can put buzzer noises to predict that the floods are coming. Passing it on to the launch.
Now, the third and final feature of our Agrobot is the detection of humidity and temperature for better health of the crops, which will be done by the Agrobot itself. It will determine what is the temperature and humidity as shown over there. Now, the concept of Agrobot. So basically, we have already explained how it works. It's really easy once you understand it and will help a lot of farmers. And now, why should you invest in this? What is the meaning of investing in Agrobot? So, farmers make almost 80% of the world's food, and farmers not having the information of when floods are gonna come and how their crops could be destroyed will actually be bad. The farmers will lose their crops, and then we won't get the food. So for this, we have invented Agrobot, and the concept is already clear. Thank you everyone for listening to us.
Panel, the floor is now open for any questions for the presenter.
So you have shown the prototype here. Have you started working on this model?
So ma'am, actually the model itself, it actually costs a lot, because right now we can only use recycled materials. We can not really use like metal and all, because we don't know how to use it properly. So we're actually going to try to learn using metal and all, so that we can build a proper robo which can help to build the real agrobot.
Okay, so the idea is good, but it's still it is.
Yeah, it is
very
at the
initial
beginner
stage. Okay.
Yeah, it's at the initial stage. Hopefully we're able to develop it soon.
Yeah, thank you and all the best.
In addition to that, we'll also need really powerful motors to lift the piece of land. So it may cost a little too much for normal people. So we need a sponsorship for that to do in real life.
Looking for potentially sponsor and investors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we have two rich people here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, presenters. Now moving on to the next pitch by the team of Alton and Amy. The future of sustainable agriculture, an agri-tech startup where AI meets agriculture, focused on vertical farming solutions. Please give them a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. So I'm Alton.
And I'm Amy.
And today we are going to be presenting our startup idea to all of you. So before beginning, I wanted to ask a question. How much of the food consumed in Qatar is locally produced? Any? 75? Any other guesses? Judges? Any other guesses? Okay, so the judges are pretty much close. It's near to 10 to 24% only. And that only includes vegetables, which we focus on. So how are we combating this idea? We introduced Grenetics. Started in the year 2024, we made our startup, an agri-tech startup focused on vertical farming solutions. Our mission is to reduce Qatar's reliance on imported goods and grow self-produced goods. So how do we use our vertical farming system in Qatar? We promote sustainability, conserve water, and also enhance food security, meaning year-round production, water conservation, and climate resilience. And as you can see here, these are our initial first customers. You can see them with our system. They are thriving with it. And yeah. And this is us representing in an university level competition in which we actually won the competition and got many innovators' ideas like to improve our project. And we understood that what we can do to improve our project in this society. And this is how our plant is thriving right now in one of our customers' areas. All right.
So next up is the target audience and agriculture challenges. Now our target market is government agencies, Qatari farmers, agricultural investors, etc. Now, of course, we faced some challenges while we were trying to do this project, and the challenges were Qatar's dependency on imported food. Now, most of what we eat every day here in Qatar are not locally produced. It's highly likely that it's imported food. Now, next up was the extreme climate. I do not think I have to explain much on extreme climate. You know how extreme it gets. And due to this, there's water scarcity and lack of arable land, which means that there isn't enough land for us to grow crops we like.
So what are the solutions offered by Grenetics? As I mentioned earlier, we do efficient land use, water conservation, which is water recycling in our unit, and climate control. We add a special ethanol-rich solution that closes the stomata of the leaves so that there can be an increase in the heat resistance in places like Qatar or the Middle East. And we also focus on employment and skill development, which is something very important. Since we have integrated AI into our module, we want to also integrate the need for skill and employment, as in people should know how is this beneficial in this project, how is it beneficial in our society.
Now, in the center is our startup, Grenetics, and on the sides, those are our competition matrix. We have We Farms, I Farm, Hexagrow, Agrico, but we hope that we can be the one on top. Next up is challenges and practical solutions. Now, the first one says high initial cost. Now, the only thing that we found was kind of expensive, that was like 25 to 30 Qatari riyals, was the solar panels. But you might be thinking, oh, if the solar panels are expensive, then all the other things might be also expensive. That is not the case, because what we get out of this is a lifetime growth harvest. Next up is energy consumption. Now, Grenetics doesn't require much energy because it is highly dependent on LED grow lights. Next up is market adoption. We're mainly focusing on brand to brand and brand to government. Next up is scaling infrastructure. We plan on integrating our Grenetics into green farms and greenhouses. Next up is market opportunity and strategy. Now, Grenetics has gained early and strong momentum through impactful collaborations. Initial traction was achieved through educational partnerships, leading to increased brand visibility. Private sectors has also helped us bring light to Grenetics, and we are soon to join hands with QRDI.
We can cultivate a self-sufficient Qatar, one crop at a time. Thank you for your time.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, team. Panel, the floor is now open for any questions.
Actually, have you tried anything in Qatar? Any Qatar local farm?
Yes, we tried in Plaza Hollandi, and we actually did an incubation period, which was like 4 weeks. We wanted to get a different idea, like how will it affect different plants, since we thought that different plants will not be able to adapt to the same situation. But we did a collaboration with Plaza Hollandi, and it grew with Plaza Hollandi's help, and they also followed the same steps which we have given. We also practiced with the company named Worley, which focuses on sustainable solutions.
But they are a farmhouse or? They are farmhouse or like a showroom?
No, they have a separate farmhouse, which is like, it's a different system. So we have a vertical system, but they use the process of hydroponics actually
Hydroponics,
there. So,
yes.
but
most of the Qatar is using hydroponics.
Yes. So what we try to make our project different from them is that we try to eradicate the need of soil. So initially, as we all know, from India, we need different types of soil to grow different types of plants, like alluvial, clay, sandy. And in Middle Eastern countries, we only see sand. We don't see any other soil. And Qatar imports soil. We need to make soil or get soil from other places. So we try to eliminate the need of soil. That's why we used hydroponic system. But hydroponic system has been used in Qatar widely with soil. So our technique is a soilless farming technique, which uses not only hydroponics but also uses normal plant growth processes, which is called negative heterotropism. So the plants grow in the direction of where the water flows, not where the soil or where any mineral is present.
But do you mean that, like, whatever, because the soil, if you, as you said, like in India or any related countries, if you grow, you'll have the fruit or anything, you'll have all the nutrients and everything. Will only with the water, do you mean that all the nutrients will be there?
So as we have, I don't think we have broadened and mentioned, but we have used an ethanol and hydrogen peroxide rich solution. So, and with also an aquaponics solution. So an aquaponics solution is very rich in nitrogenous waste because it uses fish excreta to grow the plant, which is essential for leguminous plants, as we say. And the H2O2 and ethanol actually help us bind those nutrients to the plant. So if a person would think, okay, you're keeping the water system turned on like 24 hours a day, won't the minerals not get attached to the plant? It needs to get attached to the roots, right? So minerals need to get absorbed by the plant. So adding H2O2 and ethanol actually increases the mineral consumption required for the plant. And this ethanol is sourced organically. So you can make this ethanol in your house, sanitizers, isopropyl alcohol, you have already been using it. So what we have done is we have used a diluted concentration, which is 5% or 5 ml in 1000 ml of water. And we have also mentioned that in the research document which we have given. Yeah.
Okay. Best of luck.
Thank Thank you, team. So much. Thank you, team, for that wonderful presentation. Up next, we have the team Axian Dynamics, consisting of Vamshidharan, Rehan, and Lavya. They use AI and robotics to solve real-world problems. Their project, Centra, is a smart robot that checks city infrastructure for issues like leaks, cracks, and pollution, helping fix problems before they get worse. Please give a huge round of applause for them.
Right now, most of the infrastructural inspections in our country are done manually, which takes time, efforts, and still misses small but serious problems. Thus, we need faster and smarter ways to detect these issues early before they grow bigger. Cities are getting smarter, but our ways to maintain and inspect them hasn't kept up. And this is where Centra comes in. So, what is Centra? Centra is an AI-powered robotic system that inspects urban infrastructure, pipelines, power lines, and air quality autonomously and in real time. It detects, predicts, and reports issues before they become disasters. The Centra module includes main two things. First is the modular unit, that is a robot, as you can see over here. These include rover, UAV, UUV, and USV bots, which is unmanned aerial vehicles, unmanned underwater vehicles, etc. Then, it is designed to be scalable and cost-effective, better than inspection workers, which takes time and resources as well. Our main objective while developing the Centra was to develop an intelligent and autonomous robotic system that enhances the way cities monitor, manage, and maintain their infrastructure, with the goal of preventing resource wastage, operational costs, and catastrophic failures.
Now, of course, there comes the question of how the system actually works. And that's what we're going to look at next. Now, I want to ask a very simple question. How many of the adults present in this room have called out the municipality of the city and told that there's a problem? Right? A lot of you have. And it takes a lot of time for them to come out, inspect it, and they have to go back and they have to tell another person to come out and fix for it. One small problem, water leakage, will take 2 months to fix. That's the condition that's in India right now. That's what we are trying to change. So, how does the system work? Well, there are 4 parts to this. First, the AI modules, the hardware modules itself. As Rehan mentioned, there are 4 things. The rover that's right in front of your dear jury. Then the unmanned aerial vehicles, the unmanned surface vehicles, and the unmanned underwater vehicles. Each used for their various different cases. Then we see the cloud platform. This cloud platform integrates all of these modules together, thereby they work seamlessly and efficiently without any human intervention at all. Third, the user interface. Now, of course, this is a system at the end of the day. So humans are required to come, look at what's going on, and check if something's wrong or not. And that's where this user interface comes into play. This allows the back-end user or the back-end human who's in control of all these systems to check if all these systems are running properly or not. Then, of course, the final killer, the subscription plan. This allows any organization to rent or physically use these modules to control and help out their communities as a whole with our subscription plan that allows them for continuous maintenance and other issues that come up within the system.
The AI model is the heart of Centra. The AI model basically detects the early infrastructure damages caused in the pipeline corrosion or by the heat anomalies in the pipelines. The AI then later processes and sends this to a centralized dashboard. Centra, with working, learns more. It just doesn't learn, it adapts. The dashboard. The dashboard displays the real-time metrics, module status, and the AI alerts, which allows us to manually override the AI and control the module.
Now we come to the final part of our system, the revenue model or the business model. Now, this is going to be very simple, yet this is one of the most important part of our entire idea. Now, we see that we have 3 primary targets in this entire market. The first one is, of course, are the government bodies, the municipalities. They take out these modules, help and use these to help their own society and increase time efficiency and whatnot, of course. Then we have the smart city developers. These are the ones who are the innovators, who are checking for new ideas to be implemented in the cities. This comes into play then. Then we of course have the private infrastructure firms. The ones who have immense amounts of colonies, for example, Esdan. They can take this out, rent it out, and use it to help them fix infrastructure and basically maintain all the hundreds of buildings that they have. And then what makes it the best thing? This AI-powered predictive maintenance helps us to actually see what's going on, fix them fast, and never have any maintenance issues. So with that, we come to the end of our entire speech. Thank you very much.
Respected panel, the floor is now open for any questions.
Hi, Rehan.
Good afternoon, Vardhan sir. How are you?
Yeah. So you are using about municipality thing. Is it, it can go in the water also? It's waterproof?
Yes. So you see, the fourth one that we have, the unmanned underwater vehicle. It's a different thing. Over there, you only see one of the types of modules that we have. The rest three are a bit more expensive. We couldn't make it. So the unmanned underwater vehicle is the one which goes underwater, is completely waterproof, and can do underwater welding too. We have planned that out entirely.
How the census works, you know, if you have IP, it's like IP rating, you know, how the census works.
So the IP rating is basically on how dustproof and waterproof a device is.
Yeah.
These IP ratings, these devices that we are going to be making is going to be around the range of IP 56 or 57.
Yeah. But have you tried?
Yes, we have tried. We couldn't bring the physical model because it's in India. We have another team working in India as well for this. In fact, we have actually partnered up with MakeBlock. They are sponsoring us with these kits. So we are further developing on these ideas as well.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team, for that wonderful presentation. Up next, we have Mishal for the presentation. He's presenting an AI that tracks your mental wellness daily and gives tips on how to cope with mental pressure, anxiety, depression, etc. by connecting to professionals as well as giving pointers like exercise, etc. Can we please give him a huge round of applause?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mishal Mohammedan, and I'm here to introduce to you something that I believe the world truly needs, an app called Crash Out. In today's world, we talk about speed, success, and achievement, but we rarely talk about something just as important, emotional crashes. Moments when we feel lost, overwhelmed, anxious, or even hopeless. And guess what? These moments are becoming more and more common, especially among students, professionals, and even children. That's why we built Crash Out, an app that supports you right in that moment. Our vision is simple: to be a trusted companion during moments of emotional turbulence. Our mission is powerful: to provide accessible, immediate, and evidence-informed mental health support using technology. Crash Out is just not another wellness app. It's a lifeline, a listener, and a silent friend when you're struggling to be heard. Crash Out is a digital mental wellness companion designed for people experiencing emotional crashes, anxiety attacks, or depressive lows. We combine therapy-based tools, real-time support, and calming techniques all inside your phone. Accessible 24/7, 365. It's the emotional first aid kit that travels with you wherever you go. The core of the app is Crash Mode, a feature built for the critical moment when someone is spiraling. With one tap, you're taken into a soothing, non-triggering interface that offers guided breathing exercises, grounding techniques to bring your mind back to safety, soft music and visuals for sensory regulation, instant journaling spaces, and a talk to a someone now button for real-time connection. Crash Out also helps users become more emotionally self-aware over time. With daily check-ins, visual mood scales, and journaling prompts, users can track how they feel day by day, week by week. This app uses this data to generate insights. This kind of personal insight is incredibly valuable and often missing in traditional mental health care. Not everyone can or wants to talk to a therapist. That's why we built a tools and tips library filled with self-help techniques that are easy to understand, backed by psychology, created by professionals, and you will find content on managing anxiety, coping with depression, building better sleep habits, and practicing self-compassion. And it's all available as videos, articles, or audio guides, depending on how you like to learn. Sometimes we just need to talk to someone. Crash Out connects users with licensed medical health professionals, trained coaches for weekly sessions, a directory of local mental health services, and most importantly, an in-app safety plan crisis support integration. Whether you're in Qatar, India, or anywhere in the world, Crash Out helps you find support that's safe, confidential, and real. Mental health tools can sometimes feel heavy or clinical. We wanted to make Crash Out engaging, so we added badges for journaling and consistency, a streak saver to build healthy habits, progressive milestones to track your emotional journey. Because celebrating small victories like logging in for 5 days and writing about your feelings is also self-care. Crash Out has 2 plans. The free plan, which consists of 3 crash mode users per month, a limited access to tools, daily check-ins and 1 peer support group, and full access to crisis help. Now, moving on to the premium plan. The premium plan is $29.99 per month or $219.99 per year with unlimited crash mode access, all content unlocked, weekly coaching chats, voice participation in support groups, and more. In closing, I want to remind everyone here, crashing doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. What matters is not whether we fail, but whether we have the right support to rise again. Crash Out is that support. Not just an app, but a safe space, a guide, and a friend in your pocket. Thank you for listening, and thank you for caring for your mental health.
Thank you, team. The panel, the floor is now open for any questions.
Nisha, it's good. It's for the future, stress and everything. But is it been approved or any? It's been the well-being. It's been approved by any psychologist or anything because you made some format.
So, sir, the app is currently developing right now, and I have this close-knit team. And as soon as we have finished the UI and the other small stuff we have to do, we will be showing it to many psychiatrists out there, and we'll be getting their insight, and we'll be developing on this app more so we can make it good for them. And finally, we'll have this testing phase where we call upon 100 people maybe, and we'll get their insight, that is daily, weekly, and monthly. And we will also add on their changes as well to make this app more suitable for everyone.
It's good because you directly went for subscription. That's what because I've been tested with anybody. Have you seen any test?
Sorry, sir?
Have you tested any, some of the people? I cannot say patient. And have you tested?
Again, sir, actually, we have not finished the app fully because the UI and the design is still pending a bit more.
Okay.
So once that is complete, we'll be showing them the final product.
Okay, best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Up next, I would like to call the team consisting of Prashant, Swasti and Emma, Exonet, which aims to resolve space debris and prevent Kessler syndrome, and it's a personal project. Can we please have a huge round of applause for them?
Good morning, one and all here. I, Swasti Tandel,
I'm Trishant.
and I'm Emma Anajika, are here to present a solution on a growing concern, which is space debris. We'll start with the introduction.
So, for a moment, forget your identities and imagine you're a layman in the year 2017. You're a cab driver, you have a client, you try to call them to see their location, but they're not picking up the call. You try to track their location, but the GPS isn't working. You try to go back to your office to see what the issue is, but the GPS isn't working. These small inconveniences are caused due to space debris.
Imagine a highway in space packed with dysfunctional satellites, collision fragments, and micrometeoroid debris, and even explosive residues from past missions, all moving at a speed faster than a bullet. This is the unfortunate reality of space debris. Each fragment, no matter how small, poses a serious threat. Collisions between debris create even more fragments, setting off a dangerous chain reaction. This not only endangers satellites and spacecraft, but it also disrupts vital services here on Earth, such as GPS, weather tracking, communications, and national security. The economic impact is staggering. Damaged satellites that cost billions of dollars to replace, and lost services that can cripple major industries. But the biggest concern, these risks don't just disappear. They stay in space and linger around for decades, creating a long-term hazard for every mission that follows. If we want a future in space, we must start cleaning it up now, before it becomes completely inaccessible.
The Kessler syndrome. The Kessler syndrome is what would happen if we let the space debris linger around. It was actually proposed by Donald Kessler in 1978. He said that if we did not take care of the space debris, it would make a chain reaction which would lead to more collisions, and the more the debris means more the risk. This would cause disruption in services, problems in new launches, etc. So, we have a solution to all these problems.
So our solution consists of two important things. A net that's going to capture all the debris that are bigger than a softball, as the smaller debris cannot be captured by a net. It has square holes in it. So in order to capture the smaller debris, we're using a polyimide-based adhesive which can capture these, and specifically the polyimide because it can resist all the vacuum and the higher temperatures in space. So this the adhesive is going to be applied as a coating to the net's fibers to capture it. The process of capturing it will be a space capsule is going to shoot out the net, which is going to capture the debris, simultaneously capturing the small ones as well, and it's going to start a descent towards the Earth. When it starts descending towards the Earth, it's going to burn up in the atmosphere, leaving no residue. So that's a key takeaway, as there is no recollection of debris in Earth.
So this is the cost for early stage research and development. So our estimated overall cost is about $50,000 to $150,000. So the materials the cost of the materials are majorly the adhesives, which is $1,000 to $3,000. the nets, which are $5,000 to $15,000, and the structure and control system, which is $17,000, and testing, which is $5,000.
The durability of the project goes on to 1 to 2 weeks, as the adhesives might dry up in space after a period of more than 3 weeks.
So our projects could be funded by the National Science Foundation in USA, private companies such as Astroscale, and educational competitions like Google Science Fair, and crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter and GoFundMe.
Hello. What's his name?
Yes.
Trishan. It's a good thought, but what I can say, more than a project at this stage, it's a good call. You guys have to think about the future, but as of now, but it's just a long way to go as a project, because we need to see that, you know, that those infrastructure should be there, those are all. But it's a good project for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team, for that presentation. Next, we have the team consisting of Batul and Zahabia. Eco Rover is a smart robot that detects, collects, and degrades plastic using AI sensors and bioreactor, helping clean places like parks and beaches. Can we please have a huge round of applause for them?
Zahabia, don't throw the trash there. You know it's plastic and how much it can harm the environment. How many Zahabias can we stop here? And that's the problem, isn't it? No matter how many Zahabias or people we tell to stop consuming or throwing plastic, they don't stop. Or how many can we stop? And the problem keeps growing. We cannot depend on Zahabia to change her mind. We cannot depend on Zahabia to change her mind about saving the environment when we can take action right now using AI. So we present to you the Eco Rover that can automatically detect, collect, and degrade plastic. I'll get back to the degradation part. And now Zahabia will say the next.
Now we all know that one of the biggest problems in this world is plastic. Like, it takes over 400 years for plastic to degrade into the environment, and it can even harm beaches, parks, and ocean, cities, everything. And this is where Eco Rover comes into play. It not only detects, it even picks up the plastic and puts it in the dustbin where the further degradation takes place. This is how Eco Rover works. First, it uses the webcam to analyze the area, and then the AI model identifies the plastic in real time, and then later it picks up the plastic and the further processing takes place.
Now I'll quickly explain to you how the degradation part takes place. Now what's the difference between a banana and a plastic? Why does microorganisms act on the banana and not the plastic? Because banana can give an environment to the microorganisms like fungi or bacteria to feed on it, but plastic cannot because of its hydrophobic nature. So is there a way we can change it? Yes, using Fenton's reaction, which is very popularly used for degrading many dyes and chemicals, which has also been proved to degrade plastic. So this Fenton's reaction can oxidize the plastic and make it more hydrophilic. We have done some experiments and prove this. This is the treated plastic and the untreated plastic and the treated plastic. You can clearly see the difference between them, how porous the surface has become and how the plastic has oxidized. This is the photos of them under a microscope. We have also taken a test, next slide. We have also taken an iodine test to prove its hydrophilicity, how it increases. This one right here is an untreated plastic, which you can clearly see that it does not absorb the iodine solution, whereas the other one, which is the treated plastic, completely absorbs it, which proves that it can now provide an environment for the fungus to grow on. We have also conducted another experiment using a special kind of fungus that is known for producing enzymes that can degrade plastic and break the bonds. Those enzymes are known as lacase and lipase. Next slide, please. So you can see here, we have done a hydrogen peroxide test here, where the one with the fungus starts bubbling. That means the fungus is actively producing enzymes there and growing on it because the enzymes are reacting with the hydrogen peroxide. Now this combined with our eco rover is an excellent solution for the plastic cleanup of the world, where it can automatically sense, detect plastic, collect it and then degrade it, and removing plastic from its root cause of the world.
Now we know that innovation is when technology meets purpose, and EcoRover does the same way, a purpose-driven invention for a clearer world. Now, what is the main idea behind EcoRover is that it doesn't wait for industries or big factories to reduce pollution. Instead, we use the existing technology and knowledge we have to solve the problem.
There are no excuses and no delays for this. Okay.
One last thing, this is a teachable machine which we have used. As you can see that when I showed the plastic to the camera, it detected that 84% this is plastic.
Yeah. We build a machine that doesn't just clean the planet, but it fights for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello. Doctor? Yes, Zombie. It's a good project. This is very much needed. You're talking about the scanning and what you call segregation.
Yes.
How the sensor is, detecting the plastics?
It's a web camera actually. It's a camera that we have trained with machine learning with many of plastic images and not plastic images. That is usually done in AI. So now it has already been trained with around 100 plastic images. So now when it sees another plastic in its area, it will recognize that it's a plastic and then give the command to the other parts to work the same way.
See, it's based on the image, do you mean?
Yeah.
But variety of plastics are there, like thin plastics, bottles.
Yeah.
And do you mean that those images, based on that it'll work? It's not on the sensor. Not on the sensor.
Yeah. But also sensors can also be used here, like IR sensors that are actually used by reflecting IR light.
Yeah, this is what, because the metals and everything. Generally, IR sensors, your reflection, you can get. That's automation,
Yeah. So we can also use IR sensors.
But have you tested this?
Yeah, we have tested this.
With which one? With the webcam?
Yeah, with the webcam and as well as the IR sensor. But I feel we got better results with them than the IR sensor.
Okay, which software you used?
Which one did you use?
Which software you used?
Training, we used Google teachable machines, and for coding mostly Python or...
Anyhow, it's a good initiative. Congratulations.
Thank you, team, for that amazing presentation. Now we have the last team for the presentation, consisting of Nandana and Parnika. Their team presents a system called the Foodie Bot, which detoxifies or absorbs harmful chemicals from food, ensuring quality of food to all. Can we please have a huge round of applause for them?
So good evening everyone. My name is Parnika.
And I am Nandana.
Today we are here to tell about our idea, the Foodie Bot. So these are the table of contents we are going to talk about. First, the challenges in our life. Have you ever thought how food we eat get into our plate? All of us know that farmers sow crops, harvest, and then it goes into the industries. Then it is available in the market for us to buy and then eat. But do you think all the food we eat are healthy? We know that the food we eat in our homes are healthy, but they are better than the restaurant foods. But the answer is it true that they are healthy? No, they are not, because the harmful chemicals which are used in the plants, like fertilizers and pesticides, are stored in their products. Consuming these can be very dangerous to our health, like digestive issues, and diseases like unbalanced health and even cancer can occur. We try to avoid harmful food by reducing restaurant foods and rely only on home food. But if there are toxicants in vegetable fruits, pulses, we can't do anything. Like substances we eat in lighter fluids, we have breathing difficulties, chest pains, throat swelling, nausea and vomitings. And like suppose we go for heavy metals, we'll get abnormal heart rate, anemia, brain damage, memory loss, kidney damage, and there's even chances for cancer. Microplastics, if we eat small plastics, we'll get heart diseases, lung disorders, risk of chronic pulmonary diseases, allergic reactions. Lead, it increases high risk of blood pressure, cardiovascular problems and kidney damage. Cadmium causes bones to become weak. Uranium, lung cancer, kidney damage. Arsenic, cancer and skin lesions. So these are some data of some information on which people die due to eating unhealthy food, and about the percentage of people who eat healthy food. Now we have seen the problem of our life, what happens. So we have a solution for it. So this is where our robot comes to the picture. So first, the aim of our robot is that it helps to detoxify the chemicals that are present in the processed and unprocessed food. And our vision is that it provides quality food to more population, helping individuals to regain and maintain their health.
So now I'm going to talk about the hardware we are going to use in our robot. The sensors and detectors which we use in our robot are here mainly detect heavy metals, pesticides, veterinary drugs, adulterants, additives, pathogens, mycotoxins, etc. So these are the detection parts we are using over here. Electrochemical sensor, it has the detection through changes in electrical current and voltage, fluorescence spectrography, detection through fluorescent light, IR spectrography, detection through infrared light, Raman spectrography, detection through scattering of light by molecules, SPR sensors, detection through binding of specific molecules, biosensors, detections of biological elements and enzymes, microfluidic systems, detection of cells, medium and substrate interactions. So next is our neutralization part. So what does our neutralization part do? It absorbs or neutralizes the chemicals in our food. These are the some of the neutralization part we are using over here, and this is our prototype, what we have in our mind. Thank you.
It's good. It's a prototype. Have you done any model?
Yeah, we are working on the model. It's not ready yet, but we are working on it.
But have you studied about all the sensors?
Yes, sir.
Biosensors?
Yes.
So you know the complete.
Yes.
How much time will it take to make the project?
Sorry, sir?
How much time will for you to make the project?
We have been working on it for 1 week. It's not
ready yet, but it will be ready within 1 month.
So you're confident on the...
Yes, sir.
So what makes you to do this project?
Sir, my family and even my relatives have been using the food from restaurants and all. When we are not having much time to cook food, we use restaurant food. So I thought that we are not getting that much healthy, as I'm also having a lot of diseases like pneumonia, sinusitis and all. So I thought it might be because of the food we eat. And I researched about it, and I got to know that it is because of the foods. And I got to know that it is that there is cadmium, indium and all that has very toxic effects on our human body. So that's why I came to this idea.
So you will carry every restaurant this go over time?
Not like that, but...
No, it's a good idea, but it has to be widespread, as a knowledge. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for those wonderful presentations. To acknowledge these future entrepreneurs, let me call on stage Mr. Aban. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Avika. A very good afternoon to one and all present here, dear visionaries and pioneers. It's time to celebrate the brilliance, creativity and futuristic thinking at its finest. Before we move on to the final highlight, let's take a moment to acknowledge the incredible spirit of innovation and creativity we have witnessed today. 10 dynamic teams stepped up to the challenge, bringing with them fresh ideas, bold visions and a passion for entrepreneurship. Each team poured their heart into crafting pitches that address the real-world problems with smart, forward-thinking solutions. Let's now welcome all the 10 teams who have participated in the startup pitch competition. Your dedication, teamwork, and drive have truly inspired us all. A big round of applause for all these future change makers. May I kindly request our guest of honor, our respected Principal Ma'am and Vice Principal Ma'am, to come onto the stage and honor all the participating teams. Starting with Team 1, we have AI Power Study Coach Platform. The participants are Hardik, Ritvik and Syed Irtiza. Dear audience, we are moving forward with the Cisco Certificate Felicitation Program. And for that, we would like to invite our guest of honor, our respected Principal Ma'am, our Vice Principal Ma'am, along with our headmaster, Mr. Kapil, and our headmistress, Ms. Aveling, to come onto the stage and give away the participating certificates to our participants. Dear audience, please join me to honor the achievers who have successfully completed their Cisco certification, starting with Vamshidharan Shankarakrishnan, Manirakshna Ramesh, Syed Irtiza Jafar, Adeem Faizi, Rohan Jain, Syed Numan Qadri, Sameem Sadiq, Hardik Sukhnandan, Devashish Nilesh Rapte, Divya Harshini Kurma, Anushri Bane, Muhammad Ayaz, Sai Chaitanya and Lavya Gohil. This certification is not merely a piece of paper. It represents hours of rigorous training, hands-on experience, problem solving, and a deep understanding of how networks connect the world. Today, we proudly acknowledge the hard work, perseverance, and brilliance of our Cisco certified learners. They have shown us that what it means to aim high, stay focused, and achieve excellence. Dear audience, please give a huge round of applause to the certificate winners. Calling up next, the next set of awardees, Shreyasi Mishra, Sneha Singh, Dylan Ribello, Emil Joseph Bibbins, Rehan Badar, Ritvik Sinha, Seshai Sudarshan, Vibastu Das, Nagavishal Verma, Srithan Reddy and Arya Verma. Dear audience, please give a huge round of applause to those winners. Thank you, students. And now finally, the moment for what we have all been waiting for. Out of the 10 brilliant teams that pitched their startup ideas today, 5 teams stood out for their clarity of vision, innovation, presentation skills, and impact. Their pitches showcase not just creativity and problem solving, but also the spirit of leadership and resilience that defines future trailblazers. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause, starting with the 5th position we have. Starting with the best 5 teams, starting with Team 5, that is Autonomous Solar Car, with the participants Shaurya Viraj Singh, Senthil and Gibran. Up next, we have the team from Udarpur for eco-robot detecting and degrading plastics. Please welcome the winners with a huge round of applause. Congratulations team Udarpur. Up next we have team from Noble International School for Sustainable Agriculture, Alton and Amy. along with Michelle from DPS Monarch International School for Crash Out Mental Wellness app. Please welcome the winners with a huge round of applause. Please welcome Vishal Mohammed from DPS Monarch International School for Crash Out Mental Wellness app. Congratulations, Michelle. Up next, we have team from TPS Monarch International School for Smart Robot Infrastructure, Rehan, Vamshidharan and Lavya. Next, we have Team AI Power Study Coach Platform from DPS Monarch International School, Hardik, Ritvik and Syed Irtiza. Please welcome the winners with a huge round of applause. Finally, we have the champion, the winner from DPS Monarch International School, Education for Blind, Bahal Bhatti. Please welcome the champion with a huge round of applause. Please don't stop your clapping, let it go ahead. Heartiest congratulations to all the winners and the participating teams. Thank you, dear dignitaries. Thank you for gracing the occasion with your presence. Thank you, dear dignitaries. May I now invite the other participating teams to come forward and receive your participating certificates. We'll start with team GPS Monarch International School for detoxifying chemicals in food, Parnika and Nandana. We also have for Smart System Farmer Support, Siddiq, Nilanj, Naveen and Jayesh. And finally we have for Exonet Solution to Space Debris, Swasti, Emma and Trishad. Please welcome all the participating teams for their participation and give them a huge round of applause for their tireless dedication and hard work that they have put for over this time and month. Please come to the stage, winners. Thank you, dear dignitaries. Thank you for gracing the occasion with your presence.